Hello the internet, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Steffi, and today we're going to be talking about something that really pisses me off in NIKKE, which is the avatar frames. I already talked about this last year and nothing has changed. In fact, we have new systems now that are as bad, if not worse, than the previous ones. So before we talk about this, two things. Leave a like, subscribe, we do live streams every single day playing gachas. And then second, I finally got what you guys paid for on the anniversary stream. One of the goals was buying a body pillow. You guys were voting for Alice. I was gonna actually end myself if I had to buy that, but Babu for a couple seconds was winning, and I was like, okay, I'm closing the pool right now, so it's Babu. I prefer to buy Babu than Alice, 100%, right? So the Marian / Modernia body pillow finally arrived today. You are seeing probably a screenshot right now on the screen, and I'm gonna be censoring it because, well, obvious reason. That said, let's talk about the avatar frames since that's today's topics video. So avatar frame, for those of you who don't know, it's a way of customizing your profile in NIKKE, like in most gacha games, an extra set of cosmetics you can get. There is multiple ways you can get these cosmetics. The first one, the easiest and the best one, it's the free ones. For example, the ones for half anniversary, which are all of these ones, the ones you get on each collaboration, so Pochita and Chainsaw Man, and the ones for near right. They are usually also the best ones in terms of design, in my opinion. This is pretty good. Nothing to complain here, including the anniversary minigame. I like that, right? It's locked behind just playing the minigame, which is pretty good. Or it's just completely free, no compromises there. There is a second set of frames you can get, which all of you know, which is from Solo Raid. My issue with Solo Raid is it's called Solo Raid, but the rewards are locked behind a ranking. So it's not really solo, it's a competition, right? There is nothing about PvE in that game mode. Because if you are tryharding, or for most people who are tryharding, is to either rank higher on the leaderboards, so not really PvE, or to just get some of the rewards that are locked behind those percentages. If you want the big frame, you need to achieve 3%. If you want the second frame, is 10%, and up to 30% is the last smallest frame, like this one right here. Multiple issues with this system. First of all, I don't like that it's locked behind percentages. If you're a new player, you just started playing and you want to do Solo Raid, you're not getting any cosmetic nor any gems. I think you get a couple gems, like some gems, but not a lot. But the frames themselves, as a memento that you actually play these, you are not getting them just by participating. I think the smallest frame, aka frame 1 right here, should be given to anyone participating on challenge mode or even on the raid, regardless of their score. The second issue with this is that if you rank the highest, so you get the third frame, you are not getting the second and the first frame. And I never understood this. It's like, if I'm ranking, let's say for Train, I really like the second frame, but I don't like the big frame, which is my case, right? I didn't like Altaisen frame 3, but I liked the second. I would prefer if I can rank on the 3% and get all of them and then choose which one I want to use. But I can't do it. The thing with this is, if they redo this system, it will be a pain in the ass, because that means I would probably miss most of the big frames, or the second one is I have not done them properly, because I don't really care about Solo Raid. For me, it's not the game mode that I enjoy. So I would love to see changes, even if it would hurt even my acquisition of them, or maybe a rerun in the long term. I don't know. I think if you achieve the 3%, you should be able to get the 3 avatar frames, not just one. Same for the second and the first one. But that's just my opinion, right? So those are the first two systems or ways you can achieve or get some avatar frames. What is the last way and the worst one, in my opinion? That is the achievement frames, which is this one here, the professional and the adept or radiant start. These ones, there is only one way of getting them, and that is by the ranking. Once again, some FOMO. Who doesn't like some FOMO? We all do, right? If you enter here on the arc, on the right you'll see ranking. You can click here, and this is how you get your frames. It's based on achievement points. How does this achievement point system work? Well, if you go to ranking reward right here, you see that every time you get an achievement, you get 1 point. When you achieve X amount numbers, so for example, for Tom Tep 10 times, you get this frame. For 15 times, you get these frames. And you can rise and repeat every time you do something. So how do you get the top 1 frames? By getting the first achievement 20 times on different things. So this can be on hard campaign, this can be on character upgrade ranking, this can be on Tribe Tower, etc, etc, etc. As you can see, unless you are a well or a new player on a new server, you are not getting this. If you're a day one player on a big server with wells, most likely you're not getting this. Most players will never see those frames. And my issue is that this system benefits wells that are playing on newer servers rather than supporting the people who are with you in the game since day one. I'm a day one player. I don't have even a single one of these ones. As you can see, I only have these ones for missiles because for some reason I keep getting missiles units in my pulls, right? Which is fine. I don't mind. But this is the only thing I have. And I've been playing for a whole year and I pull a lot. I might not push hard campaign or towers, but I pull a lot. And I have only 5 of these top 1 frames. And this is, to me, a really stupid way of not rewarding your most loyal player base, which is your day 1 commanders, right? It's so stupid. I'm a day 1 player and I can get top 1 frames, but a new player on a new server, because I am on server 175, I believe. Let me check here. Yes, 175. A new player on server 10,000 will be able to get all of those frames just because there is no competition on his bracket. This is a similar thing to like the early version of Arena we had, where newer players were getting, you know, the biggest rewards by doing nothing, and some players were getting absolutely completely destroyed even nowadays. But you know, it's just bad design when it comes to those things. Honestly, I would love if they change the system for the frames. I understand if they don't want to change the system for the achievement ones, since you know it's FOMO, but when it comes to raid frames, I think if you are getting the big one, you should be able to get the other one as well. And I just hate that the rewards are tied to the rank. I would not mind if the gems are tied to that, but I would prefer if the cosmetics are something that's a lot easier to get or to achieve for most people. Also, something that I want to mention is that I'm not making these videos in order to, you know, shit on the game or just talk shit all the time. I'm making these videos because I love NIKKE. I play the game every day. I stream the game every day. For more than a year we've been here, right? I just want to see changes long term that can make the game better. I am giving up already on the game as a main game in terms of being able to play multiple hours per day. That is nothing to do with NIKKE. It's an idle game, and it's clear that ShiftUp wants to keep it that way. An idle game, since that's what most players, 99% of the player base do, right? They log in, do their dailies, check the stories and the characters. They don't care that much about the gameplay or being able to farm for 6 hours. You can theoretically go to do hard campaign or towers for as long as you want, but I'm sorry. I will always say the same. I just don't think that's a great game mode, since it's basically a combat power difference check. That's gonna be it for this video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. We're gonna be streaming later today. We're gonna be playing NIKKE and some Last Epoch, and then maybe some Terraria with Jay. We started a new playthrough playing Calamity on Revengeance mode. It's pretty hard. So far we haven't even beaten the first boss. We're just chilling, gearing up, preparing, right? Preparing. That's it, boys. That's gonna be it for this rant video today. Thank you for coming, for listening. Thank you to my Pedros for making this content possible. Good luck with your pull dinner dates, and see you in the next one. 役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。